tiger leaping through a Houston neighborhood isn't your average Sunday news story. In 2021, residents in Houston, Texas were stunned to find a loose Bengal tiger roaming freely. This tiger, named India, was spotted calmly strolling across lawns in a suburban community. A man tried to control the tiger with a pistol drawn, creating viral footage viewed worldwide. India's escape highlighted the ongoing issue of private big cat ownership in the United States. The incident raised urgent questions about how exotic animals are kept in residential areas. Eventually, India was turned over to authorities and rehomed at an animal sanctuary in Texas. In 2011, Zanesville, Ohio, faced a terrifying situation when dozens of exotic animals were released. Terry Thompson opened cages on his private farm, freeing lions, tigers, and other dangerous species. Law enforcement was forced to euthanize 49 animals, including 18 tigers, for public safety reasons. The Zanesville tragedy shocked the nation and pushed lawmakers to strengthen exotic animal regulations. Many states began re-evaluating ownership laws following public outrage over the preventable catastrophe. In 2003, a tiger named Ming was discovered living inside a New York City apartment in Harlem. Neighbors heard growling through the walls and reported strange behavior from the apartment's occupant. Police officers rappelled from above and tranquilized the tiger through the apartment window. Ming weighed over 400 pounds and had lived in the small apartment for nearly 3 years. The story became symbolic of how unregulated exotic animal ownership can thrive in secrecy. Years later, Ming's case remains one of the most bizarre urban animal incidents in U.S. history. Back in 2001, a 400-pound Bengal tiger escaped from a sanctuary in Loxahatchee, Florida. Named Bobo, the tiger wandered nearby neighborhoods, terrifying locals and evading capture for days. Authorities used helicopters and tranquilizer darts, but Bobo stayed hidden in thick vegetation. Tragically, Bobo was eventually shot after being deemed a threat to public safety. The escape fueled debates on sanctuary security and emergency response preparedness in Florida. In 2005, 2 tigers escaped from their enclosure at the Riverside Zoo in Scottsbluff, Nebraska. The zoo was placed on immediate lockdown while staff worked to secure the animals. Both tigers were quickly tranquilized without injuries to the public or staff. The event prompted zoos nationwide to re-evaluate fencing and emergency protocols for big cats. In 2016, a tiger escaped from an enclosure at a wildlife park in Palm Beach County, Florida. Named Lily, the tiger slipped through a faulty gate left unlocked during cleaning procedures. She wandered the property for over an hour before being safely tranquilized by trained staff. The park faced fines and operational reviews following the incident involving the endangered animal. In 2018, a jaguar named Valerio escaped his enclosure at the Audubon Zoo in New Orleans. Valerio went on to kill several animals, including alpacas, foxes, and an emu. The zoo closed for 2 days while investigating how Valerio escaped through a compromised section. Officials eventually reinforced all enclosures to prevent similar tragedies in the future. The story gained national attention due to the number of animals killed during the rampage. In 2020, a lioness briefly escaped from an enclosure at the Conservators Center in North Carolina. The big cat named Matai got loose during routine cleaning and killed a staff intern. Authorities later euthanized the lioness, raising concerns about staff safety and training procedures. The center temporarily closed and implemented stricter protocols for big cat management. This incident remains a heartbreaking reminder of how dangerous these animals can be. In 2017, a tiger was found wandering loose along Interstate 75 in Atlanta, Georgia. It jumped onto a parked car and scratched at the windows, alarming drivers nearby. The tiger, Susie, had escaped a traveling circus during a stop in Georgia. After multiple attempts to tranquilize her failed, officers fatally shot Susie to protect public safety. The escape highlighted the risks associated with transporting exotic animals through populated areas. In 2009, a lion escaped its enclosure at the San Francisco Zoo and injured a zookeeper. The lion managed to bypass safety barriers during feeding, leading to a swift emergency lockdown. Zoo staff subdued the animal with tranquilizers and immediately began investigating security flaws. This incident brought renewed scrutiny to zoo design and handler training programs. Many big cat escapes occur due to human error, equipment failure, or outdated infrastructure. Despite modern regulations, thousands of big cats still live in private hands across the country. Only a handful of U.S. states ban private big cat ownership without exceptions or loopholes. In states like Texas and Florida, relaxed regulations allow more frequent interactions with exotic cats. Organizations like Big Cat Rescue and the Humane Society advocate for stricter national policies. They emphasize that these powerful predators belong in the wild or accredited sanctuaries. The Big Cat Public Safety Act aims to phase out private ownership of dangerous wildcats nationwide. Until consistent laws are passed, big cat escapes will likely remain a national issue. Each incident underscores the unpredictable nature of keeping predators in human-controlled environments. Captive big cats often experience stress, poor health, and limited space, increasing escape risks. Escaped animals frequently face lethal force due to threats posed to surrounding communities. Conservationists argue that the best way to protect big cats is to preserve wild habitats. Public fascination with big cats has contributed to both illegal ownership and conservation support. High-profile documentaries and viral news stories continue shaping opinions on big cat captivity. Social media often glorifies exotic pet ownership, fueling demand for tigers, lions, and leopards. However, many owners underestimate the lifelong responsibility and danger these animals bring. Rescue facilities are overwhelmed with surrendered or confiscated big cats each year. Proper care requires vast enclosures, specialized diets, and expert veterinary attention. Public education plays a crucial role in reducing irresponsible big cat ownership. The more we understand these animals, the more we can appreciate them from a safe distance. Several celebrities have spoken out against keeping exotic animals as pets. Public pressure is growing for stronger enforcement of existing exotic animal regulations. Many advocates believe entertainment involving big cats should be replaced with virtual experiences. Modern technology allows us to study and admire big cats without putting our lives at risk. Ultimately, the welfare of both people and animals depends on responsible policies and public awareness. The 10 escapes mentioned here are not isolated events, but part of a larger systemic issue. These shocking stories remind us that wild animals are not suited for backyards or basements. True conservation means protecting big cats where they naturally belong, in the wild, not in cages. Every escape begins with a failure of judgment, containment, or respect for the animal's nature. If we truly value these majestic predators, we must treat them with dignity and appropriate distance. With better laws, education, and commitment, we can reduce escapes and safeguard everyone involved. The question is no longer whether big cat escapes will happen again, but whether we can stop them altogether.